Hello, Narnach here. Oh, welcome back to Path of Exile. We are gonna go into this side of town now, because last episode we did the western side, so now we gotta go to the northeastern side. And contrary to what I usually do, we're actually gonna go and do the Great White Beast quest, because it's part of the challenge for this league. Superior Blade Vortex. Potentially useful if I'm gonna play Blade Vortex at some point. Still need to actually have a build use Blade Vortex seriously. Maybe have some kind of cast on crit, cast on kill type of Blade Vortex thing. So I think that could be entertaining as well. But for now, we're just gonna stick with the Occult Caster, the Frost Caster. A cool character. A cool character who is looking for great white bears. Polar bears. Hey, it matches, it works. Hey, oh yeah, I re-equipped Herald of Ice. I should actually enable it. Also, I have disabled Clarity yet again. I mean, we can enable it, but it's gonna mean that we don't really have a lot of mana to work with, which is a fine trade-off. But for now, I'm gonna see if we can work with what we got. No, Herald of Frost. It boosts our damage even further by just adding more raw cold damage to our spell attacks, and it adds some explosions. Damage is not huge, but there's some damage, so that's good. The reason I'm still trying to wean myself off of the clarity is because I'm finally at the point where I can start equipping or getting into the mana regen skills. So the first point we got from Bestel after last episode, we put in this one, and next 2 points are gonna go into these, which should provide a pretty fair boost to mana regen. And if those are not enough altogether, then I'm probably just gonna do a full reset on clarity and keep it as like a level 1, 2, 3, something very low level, rather than accidentally leveling it all the way up to 9, because that wasn't quite the plan.
A moment of your time.
Hey there,
Kill
Mr. Lazy Assassin. Keep at least one guard alive, kill the target. We might actually have a chance with that, with the Frost Orbs. Also, we still have to get into the lair of the Great White Beasts. And there's a couple of spots where that lair tends to be. Just being in the extreme corners of this here is one of them. Okay, so apparently that was not it. And there's the little bit over there still. Follow the outer edges. Okay. That's not it either. Then we cross over, check out a little bit over there. And then we basically follow the path south from here. And then it's over there. But often, most of the time, it's somewhere up here. Ooh, you find Vegan and complete his mission. That's a prophesized or prophesied event. The question is, do we find Vegan before we find the Great White Beast?
You there!
Let me
Excellent.
bend your ear for a moment. You're veritably itching for a fight today. Shortly, this place will be crawling with dummies. No, not blackguards. Metal counterfeits that we can slaughter willy-nilly, guilt-free. You kill more than I do.
Interesting. Most of the time, I actually haven't really spent a lot of time killing dummies with manually targeted skills. Most of the builds I had before were just AoE builds, so you could just spam the AoE skills. And Vortex helps, it definitely helps. Ah, this works. Excellent.
Forged in battle, stewing in arrogance. A master of weapons seeks aid.
So we got a lot of rewards from him, which is good. So eventually, the higher level the masters are, the better the crafting opportunities they will grant you. And I like my crafting. Especially getting access to the higher level enchantments. So if you want to put resistances on some type of item. Now you get access to a second tier at high level and then a third level. A third tier even later into the game. So, getting your masters up to at least level 6 is usually a good thing. Hello there, Frostbearers. You are like family. All Frost attacking family. Only you got 8 legs and I only have 2. You're still family after all. We don't discriminate in the family. Also, let's just cast our skeletons because, well, why not? Thank you for the coin, dear sir. And that is it. So, we leave the old fields and we head over to the crossroads. So, completed the mission. We didn't find what Avarici was looking for. So once again, the lazy master has to kill his own targets. I wonder why it is that Avarici always strikes me as lazy. Because, now if you think about it, the other masters basically do a similar thing. Because, if you start with Haku, his whole deal is, yeah, I'm too lazy to go and fetch the spirit myself, so you go do it. Katarina is, her deal is, no, I'm too lazy to look for the undead myself, so you go do it. Tora is too lazy to track down the corrupted beasts, so you go do it. At least Vegan is actually pretty honest that he just wants to have a good fight. Also, Vegan I can respect. Elrion, he's also not really doing anything. He's like, yeah, I could cleanse this, but I don't want to. I'm too lazy for it, so you go do it. Any other masters left? Oh, I think so. I don't think so. So, yeah. Masters are lazy buggers. Or, if you put a positive spin on it, they grant you an opportunity to learn and grow as a person. That sounds way more positive. Yeah, let's go with that. Hello, Yina. What do you have for me? Team belts, this is really low. This is only 10. So, really poor rolls, but maybe the bonus is nice, so let's go with it. And alternatively, we can use it to craft a wand or a dagger to get some spell damage on it. This is just abysmal. Let's put it away and forget about it. Okay. Let's look for the Chamber of Sins. Next episode we can tackle the Crypt Kraton, and this one will just focus completely on the Chamber of Sins. I think it's gonna go slightly better that way. So there's not enough time to do too many different things at once anyway. I will probably bump into like a master or two, or like a side area. You have to.
I've seen some dark places in my line of work, but this is something else.
Prophecy to find a Vaal corrupted side area. Well, then of course we will have to work with the prophecy. See how lucky we are in finding it, whether there's going to be a full clear city or whether we will just be lucky and stumble into it. So gear upgrades is something I've looked a little bit just over my gear, but most of it is still pretty good. So for now I'm not really gonna go for that. It's probably once I hit Act 3 I'm gonna do another pass over my gear, or maybe though mid to late Act 3 just before Piety or Dominus, depending a bit on the timing. That's when I'll do a pass over the gear I've got and see what can do with an upgrade. And what is still pretty good to keep. Until then, I'll mostly just keep my currency and keep my eye out for good items to craft. And whenever there's not something I can craft up, then I'll trade for it. Wow, that's a lot of things that were level locked. So that means power boosts. I approve of power boosts. Also, more mana and more mana regen. So I think since starting today I gained about 50 mana. I think I started at 640, no 690, that's pretty good. Mana regen per second right now is nearly 30. Main skill is 48, which I cast. Actually this is the cast time 0.44 seconds, but you cast twice because of the spell repeat. So it's basically 50 mana per 0.9 seconds, which is fairly okay. That's you'll slowly empty, but it's not going to be prohibitive. Monsters fire 2 additional projectiles and they gain an endurance charge every 20
Ancient
seconds.
foes open new paths to the land they left barren.
So things are gonna hurt. Those casters in the back, they're usually annoying. Now they're just even more annoying. But on the other hand, thank you for the Jeweler's Orb. I'll just take this slow and steady. I mean, they're 47, I'm 49. That means the boss is gonna be 49 as well. Also known as on level and therefore dangerous.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Most of the time, if you're having a fair fight in this game, you're doing it wrong. It's a bit like EVE Online in that regard. Ideally, you are over-leveled and you're just outclassing your opponents. Because if there's a fair fight most of the time, that means that boss encounters will absolutely tear through you. Which is, well, not a good thing. Hello there, Atziri's Pride. And yeah, I think I just tanked him. Sacrifice at dawn. Which I think was also part of the prophecy. So how many... and we got that one completed. So prophecies, we have 2 open slots. Oh, hello there, Ghosty. You go find something that needs to be possessed. I've been here, so go that way. Silly ghost. Nothing to possess, so it just vanished. On the upside, we are done with this level, so we can move on to level 2. Probably before we do that, we make a quick town stop, so we can load up on more prophecies. Because ideally, you know, while leveling, you just keep loading up on prophecies, so you'll always have 7 prophecies on your prophecy wheel. So you have the largest chance of triggering them. Speaking of, let's go. And I still think that's a really badass portal. Let's see, sorting, put some more stuff in. Everything else we can just sell. Most of the time, most of the items are just rubbish that you can just sell without thinking about it. Which also unfortunately puts you on autopilot.
Life flows
Risen blood.
through the blood. Let's slip the blood, and the life will continue in a new form.
So we kill something. Let's see, a powerful monster. So we kill a rare and we get a blood elemental or a corrugated blood.
Trapped with his emperor when the crown was taken, he seeks to change his fate.
You will track down a powerful skulking dweller who will drop a unique item when slain. Okay. I don't quite remember where to find skulking dwellers, so I'll have to look it up if we don't accidentally bump into one. But for now, we'll just move on and we'll see. So, waypoint. And we have the cruel series of trials to do here. As well as Maligaro. No, not Maligaro. The other guy, the lightning guy. Wonder if I'll think of the name before we encounter him. They're doing a lot of damage with that sparkiness, so let's keep regenerating some of our energy shields and then just run through. Wow! Ooh, sweet. We have an acceleration shrine and we have this very long walk to do on the way to the lightning guy, whom I still haven't thought of a name. Ah, Fidelitas. Yes, yes. Okay, here, you. Curse you, kill you. Drink some mana. Completely overpowered when you are powered by an acceleration shrine. Hello there, Helena. Hey. And my movement speed ran out. Acceleration shrine sort of kind of makes you feel like the Flash, just so. You just go. And you keep going. And you don't stop. Never stop. Never surrender. Were there any branches before, actually? Oof, we have to go a long way back. Oh. Let's get some more corpses, which means more flask charges, and then we can run. And in between the running, do some dashing. Because they actually recharge while your flasks don't recharge out of combat. Hello, you. Die. Hey, a fated coagulation.
Life flows through the blood. Let's slip the blood, and the life will continue in a new form.
A lot of these prophecies, they're interesting. They reuse existing mechanics in the game. So the coagulated blood, they exist already in Act 3, in the Lunaris Temple. But no, just having them pop up after killing a random rare is... it's a nice touch. I keep hoping that they will add the Prophecy League as a permanent modifier to the base game. I think that's gonna be fun. Okay, let's see. Time cranks. Okay, I think we made it through. Golem, please summon on this side. There. Ow. Ow. The insta-heal potion, it is nice. It's tricky, it's risky, but it's nice. There's just something about it. First get here, then we pull the trigger, that leads the way open. It's useful if you're guiding friends through. Not so useful if you're doing it all by your lonesome. That was probably the worst possible place to put him to stop. Again, that's just a door that doesn't really matter anymore. Because we're not walking out, we're portaling out.
There is a fine line between consideration and
that is... Well, we still need the crypts.
wisdom. The latter is fear.
You know what? Let's actually pay a visit to Creighton. We have enough time for that. Also, thank you for the amethyst flask. At some point, if we don't need mana anymore, if we are completely mana stable, maybe if we have the proper level of clarity, then we can replace this one with an amethyst flask that clears curses. So then this provides us with chaos resistance, which combos very nicely with the forbidden taste, because this does chaos damage over time. So if you up your chaos resistance, you take less damage from the flask. Feels like a useful thing to remember. But for now, it's just gonna go into the box of hidden goodies. Yes, you. And then let's say hello to Creighton.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
And we're almost there. I mean, Creighton is always a fast enough encounter. There's a Fist Reflector. Nothing scary since we do 0 physical damage. Spellco level up. That's nice. Meep meep. Meow. And expecting a waypoint more or less by now. Yo, hey, stop running away from my projectiles. They are slow, so they are meant to hurt more, not so you can outrun them. No respect. No respect. Also, glass blower's bubble. Don't find a lot of those, so cherish the ones you do find. Probably should bump it to yellow or rare or something, so it stands out a little bit more. Ooh, yeah, it's big and scary. Yellow. It moves fast. Fast and with purpose. Hey, more bandits, sure, don't care. And there's the waypoint. The long-awaited waypoint. Beetles? Aren't you lost a little bit? Let's see, reflects elemental damage. You see, did about 300 damage, but well, I got maxed out cold resist. I still should actually shop for a Calton Halt. which then can get upgraded into a Colton Soul, which is a very, very nice shield actually. Oh, +5 to maximum cold resist. Now that elemental damage reflection is slowly starting to pop up, it is a relevant shield to have. And I think it also provides like 50 cold resistance all by itself. So that basically means that I'll be set for cold resistance for the rest of the game. Currently my shield provides me 7 to all resistances, which is not a lot, but it does give 77 energy shield, which is a lot actually. I think currently that gets doubled. It's about 150 points in total. Eventually I'll have about 250% bonus to energy shield, so it's gonna get even more powerful. Let's see, attack speed. Nope, don't want it. Basically on normal we save Oak, or we choose Oak's side, or however you wanna spin it. Cruel and Merciless, we just kill all the bandits. Wow, he's more or less just stun locked. That worked rather well.
Sword swinging when all you need is one good stab.
One good stab? No, guy. You're mistaken. All you need is a series of Frostbolts. If they're frozen, they can't resist. They won't resist. Let's see. Crit mult. I don't really care about that. 7% increased maximum energy shields. There are worse notes, and this is just one pointer. I might want to consider picking up some jewel sockets at some point. The thing is though, well, you got 2 points to get here, and you got 2 points to get there. And those are all the jewel sockets that are easy to reach for this build, so there's not a lot of jewel opportunities. This one is 3 points, probably not worth it. But, you know, later on you got something like this, which gives you 6% increased maximum energy shield, and there's a chain of these attached to what you want, which is a natural calm. So if you manage to roll a nice secondary property onto a jewel, it's probably going to be worth it to spend 2 skill points to get the jewel socket. But as I say, that's something for later. For now I want to get the core of the build up. I want to fix the mana regen. That seems useful. Then we get the energy shield and more energy and more mana regen on the end. I'm probably just going to follow the chain down here, and then we got these 3 bonus nodes for later. But basically this should fix our mana regen issues, and then if after grabbing this point we still need clarity in order to be mana stable, I'm probably going to reroll clarity to level 1 and just see how high it needs to get in order to be mana stable. After that, the goal is to get to Breath of Rime and a Heart of Ice. This is where a lot of our damage is going to come from. So after we grab this, we're going to path over there. And then we will get a noticeable boost in damage. But before then, I'm just going to solidify a basic defense, because I'm playing hardcore and I don't want to die. It's simple as that. And with that, I'm going to thank you very much for watching. And I'll hope to see you again in the next episode, when we quickly dive into the crypt. And after that, we move on. Chat with Oak. Well, actually have a violent chat with Oak this time. And then we move into the Vaal ruins. So, see you again next time. Bye bye.